I gotta find the My Life is Average quick.
You could still say what's new, guys, though.
What's new, guys?
Thank you.
Huh.
Jordan. Today.
Anytime now.
Anytime.
I
We're
never know what
recording.
to say.
What's going on this week?
This week? Nada. This week just work pretty much.
Do you work Monday through Friday?
Yep.
What time to what time?
8. Well, I'm supposed to be working 8 to 4, but for training I work 8:30 to 4:30. I do have a 1-year-old's birthday party to go to on Sunday.
That's fun.
So that'll be fun. But it's all the way in Madison.
Go watch our TikTok, guys.
Do
It's
it.
Our
You
Life
should.
is Average
Hey,
pod.
Macarena.
Macarena.
What did you just say?
Macarena. Macarena?
Macarena.
Hey, Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. It's like the same thing. Macarena.
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 is what you said.
Macarena.
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 Hey, Macarena.
Alright.
I.
Yeah. First 1-year-old birthday. Oh, I have to bring a bubble machine for it, and I'm so pumped. We're gonna have a bubble machine.
They're really fun. My mom has one for the kids whenever they go over there.
Oh, really?
They're fun, but like it's only if like they're like the good big
It has
ones.
to be a good one, yeah.
If it's the little ones,
It breaks
those
within
can
a second.
F right off.
Yeah, and it's like a few bubbles. Like,
It's
not
a
even
few
cool.
You literally have to stand there pouring it in
Yeah.
as they're coming out.
Yeah,
it is
dumb.
awful.
Oh, wait. Now I want to look. Okay, so I have one saved. You gotta tell me if it's a good one.
Yeah, my mom has this one that's like probably this big around.
Yeah, it
And
needs
it's
to.
so many bubbles.
It's
so
got to
cool.
be a big one.
I was gonna say, is
Gotta
this
be
a
a
good
big
one?
one. No.
What?
I feel like that's not going to give enough bubbles.
Let
I
me
mean,
see.
Really? Hold
is
on.
there a video of somebody using it? Look at the reviews. Make sure you add bubbles to your cart.
Oh yeah, it comes.
add bubble.
There's
mix.
a package deal.
Oh, it comes with some. Make
Yeah.
sure you have a lot.
Is it a
'cause
lot?
They're gonna run out. Yeah.
Is it like a lot, like a big jug, or
Yeah, it's
is
a
it
big
just
jug.
a little?
I know. Is it just like this little thing?
Yeah, because if
It's
it's that
supposed
little
to be
thing,
a
get
big
more.
jug.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you.
See, at least
If
we're
not,
just,
you
we're
can
just
mix
checking.
dish soap with a little bit of water, and that'll be the same thing.
Yes, that's true.
And
looking
if you
out.
want to be really fancy, you can put essential oils, so then they'll smell good too.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah, but what if the kids try to eat them? That
Yeah.
wouldn't be good.
Most essential oils are fine
Non-toxic.
for kids to consume.
Depends where you get them from.
Well, as long as
Are you getting like CBD essential?
I don't know.
oil?
I know, like just get normal essential oils.
Like 1.2 liters of bubbles.
So a 2 liter is like the soda.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
good.
that's enough.
That's probably fine. All right. Good. That'll be
Okay.
fun.
Anyway, what's new with you, Beth?
What am I doing this week? I already talked about Briley's graduation, so not that.
Macarena.
Briley is dancing in Heartspire, which I've never heard of.
Really?
Oh,
You've
have
never heard of
No,
Artspire?
never heard of it. It's
In
like-
lacrosse?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the Y's doing it. So she has rehearsal tomorrow night and on Thursday night, and they're gonna do some
Oh.
kind of a performance with all of the performing groups. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
that's
that should be
cool.
fun. All right.
Ah.
Anyways, what's new with you, Lexi?
Oh, not much. I have my orientation at the Y, or my department orientation on Tuesday. And then I'm supposed to have volleyball, but it depends on if he has to work, and if he doesn't have to work because of the rain, I'm calling out of volleyball. So it depends. But yeah, and then not this coming week, but the next week, I have another cookie class. Like I did that cookie class and made those cookies.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't even have one this time.
I
I didn't even get
I
one
know.
last time.
I told you to take one.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
You
Oh.
told me to eat the Dunkin' Donut in the bag.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you didn't tell me. You're like,
Well,
have the
I brought
donut.
them-
You
well,
can
I
have a
brought-
donut.
I ended up bringing them with.
I
So.
know. Anyway.
But this one's like they're cookout themed, but I think they're like for Father's Day.
Oh,
Oh,
cute.
yeah. That's cute.
That's fun.
So I'm gonna be making some, and I'm really excited. And
That'll
I'm
be
going
fun.
with my friend Claire from. She's the girl who didn't take but got my job after I left recruitment. And we're like friends
In
now.
HR?
Which is
At
so
Gunderson?
funny. Yeah. So
Oh,
when
okay.
I was working in HR, they hired they're the OD department or organizational development and recruitment. They were kind of closely together. So they lost their HR assistant, and they knew I was going to be leaving in January, and so they hired Claire, and then she actually ended up absorbing my job and the job of the previous assistant, and that's what she does now. So I like trained her on all the recruitment side of stuff.
So you didn't have enough work to do because they combined it with another one.
Yeah, which is so crazy to me because I was like, I was swamped, but there was a lot of stuff that we ended up deferring to other people that I didn't end up doing. All right, today I was waiting in line at the store and I noticed the cashier had a British accent. When it was my turn, I faked a British accent in conversation.
Oh my gosh.
He asked me where I was from, so I admitted that I was faking.
Oh my god. So awkward.
His British accent disappeared as he said, "Me too."
That is awesome. That is awesome.
That was good.
I'm glad you guys thought that was funny because I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah,
That was a good one.
Oh, that was funny.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too. All right.
Story time.
Hey guys, welcome to Our Life is Average. I'm Lexi.
I'm Beth.
And I'm Jordan.
Make sure that you guys like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. It really helps us a lot.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay,
What do we got
so
today?
I'm thinking of a magician. Who is it?
A magician?
Houdini.
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually is. I knew one of you would get it.
I didn't even get to think.
Ding, 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 ding. In my notes, I have wait until someone guesses Houdini.
Like we have any other magicians.
I know, like there's anybody else.
I would be like, now you see me.
Now you don't.
I know. I was gonna open with that too. Like, you know that I love that string of movies.
Me and Larry just started them. He hasn't seen them. I've seen them all.
What?
Yeah.
They're so good.
I know.
So
I might
good.
have to make us
Oops.
watch those again because they're so
That's
good.
a good movie.
But yeah, so we're talking about Henry Houdini today.
Oh.
All right, so Henry Houdini was born March 24th, 1874 in Budapest, and he died on October 31st, 1926 on Halloween. Isn't that weird?
Ancient.
Yeah, he's old.
1926.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he died in Detroit, Michigan.
That's true crime?
Detroit.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Detroit's
Conspiracy,
terrifying.
true
Don't go to
crime-ish.
Detroit.
All right, and he was an American magician.
See, it's not only me.
It's not only
To be fair, I spelled magician MAU, so that's why.
Mao.
Magician.
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 Moo point. Moo point.
Magician.
Moo point.
I will not say moot anymore.
I know. It's
I
not
say,
moot. It's moo,
moo.
now.
Moo.
Yep. Thanks, Joey.
Moo point.
yeah.
Is it just me or did that make sense?
Yes. Have I been living for too long, or does that just make sense?
I love friends.
It's like a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's my favorite. One of my favorite scenes in the whole movie.
Show. Yes.
It is a show, but it's like you could keep watching, so it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
To me anyway. So he's a magician noted for his sensational escape acts. Houdini immigrated with his family from Hungary to the U.S. and settled in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Really?
What?
Really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
He's Houdini. He didn't let anybody know.
It
That's
was a
true.
secret.
It's a secret.
He became a trapeze performer in circuses at an early age, and he then moved to New York in 1882 and did some other shows, but didn't have very much success. In 1894, he married... Oh, I hate names, man.
Same. Why do we even have him?
Wilma?
William?
Wilma.
Wilma.
Maybe.
Yeah, why is it William?
Williama.
Willie. It's Wilhel. Mina.
Wilma.
Wilma.
Go with it.
Wilmona.
Okay.
Wilmona.
I
don't know.
Rayner, who was known thereafter as Beatrice Houdini, and
What?
served
So
as,
she changed her name from Wilma to Beatrice.
as that. I believe this is more of her stage name.
Oh, okay. But
I
she
was
kept
like-
Houdini
Yes,
I
because
was
he's
gonna-
popular.
yeah, and she served as his stage assistant.
Oh.
from about 1900, Houdini began to earn an international reputation for his daring feats of escaping from shackles, ropes, handcuffs, and from various locked containers ranging from milk cans to coffins to prison cells. In a typical act, he was shackled with chains and placed in a box that was locked, roped, and weighted. The box was submerged from a boat, which he would return after freeing himself from underwater from all of that.
He never did.
But he literally did.
I know, I'm just kidding.
But he did.
But he did.
In one of his more popular outdoor exhibitions, he allowed himself to be suspended head down in 75 feet above of water above ground and then freed himself from a straitjacket. And he exhibited his skills in many motion pictures from 1916 to 1923.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So overall, Houdini seemed to be pretty invincible. However, he could not escape death. Houdini died.
Nobody can.
I know, nobody can.
So deep today.
I know.
Nobody can.
We all die.
We're
all dying.
We're dying right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, every minute you get closer.
I'm literally dead.
Trying to like, I'm already there.
She's like, I quit, I'm dead.
Basically 30. There's no more life to live.
Yep.
That's funny. Oh, I lost my
You
place.
won't be laughing when you get to 30.
She has forever to go. Wait, 5 more
She's
years.
not that young.
5 years is a long time to 30.
Technically, it's 4 after this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she's old.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah, after this year, I'm old.
It's
No.
okay.
Rip.
Rip.
At least we're not aging backwards.
That's true.
Benjamin Button.
How weird
I
would
don't think
that
I've
be?
seen that movie, actually.
You
I know
haven't?
the
Button.
plot, but I don't know I've
You
seen
should
it.
watch it. It's really good.
Okay.
But how weird would that be if we all were like old and then we start getting younger and they're like, "Can I see your ID?" I swear I've gotten alcohol before. And I'm like 15 and be like, "What the heck, man?"
That's so funny.
That would be so wild.
That
Yep.
would be wild.
Hey, now you're
Anyway.
too young to drink alcohol.
Right? Like, yeah,
I
remember
just
that?
turned 2 years.
I've had a taste. I can't go back.
Right?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Bunny trail.
So Houdini died on Halloween in 1926 at the age of 52, just days after struggling through a final performance in Detroit. The
Wow.
official cause of death was peritonitis, brought on by a ruptured appendix, and I didn't look up.
That's wild.
52 years old, and he finally retires from Houdini work, and he just, my appendix burst, and I'm dead now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that sad, though? Like, you know how many people I know that have retired from Darylin, and they don't even last a year? And then they die! Like, you got a year of retirement, and then they're dead.
And then they're dead.
Like, you spent your whole
Do they
life working,
plan this?
and then you're dead.
Did they know they were gonna die?
No, like, heart attack.
Sad.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Okay, so peritonitis is inflammation of the localized or generalized peritoneum, which is the lining of the outer wall of the abdomen that is used to cover the abdominal organs. So symptoms are severe pain, swelling of abdomen, fever, weight loss, that kind of stuff.
Pain.
In modern day, there's treatment for this, but back then there might not have been.
Yeah.
Now they can treat it with IV pain meds and surgery if needed, or antibiotics. But that was caused by his appendix rupturing. For those of you who don't know, if your appendix ruptures,
You die.
you basically
You're dead.
I mean, you're not dead, but if you're not at the hospital already, you might.
You basically might as well be.
Yeah, because all the fluid in your appendix is super toxic to the rest of your organs. Can make them basically shut down.
Ugh.
Not fun. But yeah. So, shoot, where was I? Oh, here we go. So by ruptured appendix, but several legends continue to swirl around his last days. The most famous concern was of an incident that occurred after a performance in Montreal on October 22nd. So,
That's my birthday.
I know it it's not.
Shut up. That was a good one. We got snort.
Yeah. Snort, snort. Oink, oink. So while holding court in his dressing room, Houdini was approached by a university student who inquired about a rumor that he could withstand heavy punches to his abdominal muscles. Are you gonna fucking make it?
I can't.
Okay.
Hey guys, we hope you're enjoying the show so far. We just wanted to take a minute and let you know how you can help our podcast grow. We have a Patreon account for our podcast that you can go to, and you sign up to be a monthly donor starting at just $5 a month, and you get fun perks like no ads, early access to episodes, and quarterly gifts from us. So definitely go check that out. It's www.patreon.com/ourlifeisAveragePod. Thanks for listening, guys. We hope you enjoy the rest of this episode.
There's no turtle.
So the university student inquired about a rumor that he could withstand heavy punches to abdominal muscles. When Houdini boasted about his physical strength, the young man walloped.
Boosted.
Boosted.
Boasted.
Well, I
You
wrote
boosted
boosted.
one.
I wrote boosted. There's 2 O's there.
But that makes no sense. When he boosted about his physical strength.
Boasted.
Okay.
Okay, now another t-shirt.
Yep.
I'm not writing
Boasted.
that one down.
Oh, I am.
Uh,
I am.
When he boasted about his physical strength, the young man walloped him in the stomach without warning.
Wallop.
Thanks for the sound effect.
Yep.
Leaving him doubled over in agony. Houdini complained of stomach pains for the rest of the day, leading many to conclude that the unexpected blow somehow triggered his appendicitis. Others, meanwhile, allege that the great musician was poisoned.
Magician.
Did I say musician?
Musician.
I was like, wait, who are we talking about again?
Magician! So the famous magician. Okay, I was making sure I said it right for a second. was poisoned by the spiritualists who had previously issued several death threats against him in response to his attacks.
What attacks?
That we'll get there.
Okay.
So Houdini promised his wife, he called her Bess, that if at all possible, he would also slip the shackles of death to send her a coded message from the beyond. Over the next 10 years, Bess hosted annual seances to see if the so-called handcuffed king would come through with the encore performance from the spiritual world. But on Halloween 1936, she finally gave up, declaring to the world, Houdini did not come through. I do not believe that Houdini can come back to me or to anyone. Despite Bess's lack of success, the Houdini seance rituals persist to this day, though visitors are banned from visiting the magician. I said it right.
Yep.
The magician's grave on Halloween. Devotees continue to gather for tradition elsewhere. So there's a little conspiracy that he was murdered. Houdini was laid to rest in Queens on November 4th, 1926, but rumors about his unusual death have persisted ever since. Many of the theories tend to focus that the magician's continuous relationship with spiritualism, a pseudo-religion where adherents once claimed it was possible to communicate with the dead through seances and mediums. He had spent much of the 1920s on a mission to debunk the spiritualist claims and expose its top psychics as frauds. The crusade earned him several $1 million worth of lawsuits and more than a few enemies, but at the time of his death, he showed no signs of letting up. Just a few months earlier, he had testified in front of Congress in support of a bill to outlaw fortune telling in Washington, D.C.
Oh boy. So see, they wanted him dead.
Yeah. Yep. So in a 2006 biography,
I'm gonna knock it off. Looks to kill, man.
They kill me every day.
Every time you make me glare at you, you get closer to death.
Yeah, but how come I can't tell the difference when you glare and your actual natural?
Because I have RBF, okay?
RBF, man.
So am I
Just
supposed
my
to tell when you're
face.
glaring at me then?
Just my face.
If it's your natural look, how am I supposed to
If I
tell?
roll my eyes at you, that's how you know.
Yeah, but you don't.
No, I think
That was a bad eye roll.
that was. You almost looked like
you looked like you were having a seizure.
yeah, like one eye.
Do all of
went
my
back.
eye rolls?
that one was
It was a
better.
little bit better.
But the other one was like,
It's
I'm
like
under possession.
Yeah, it was like one eye moved, the other didn't. That was weird.
That's just
You
how
did
I roll my
look
eyes.
like you're possessed.
My friend Taryn can't wink when she tries to wink.
Really?
She like goes like, like she can't.
That's so weird.
Anyway, sorry.
I have questions now. Anyway, so in a 2006 biography, The Secret Life of Houdini, authors William Kalush and Larry Solomon.
Larry.
Larry.
Side note, whenever B makes turns like right or left, if he's going right, it's called a Raphael, and if he's going left, it's called a Larry.
I've heard left for Larry.
Raphael.
Take a Larry.
Yeah, he'll say that, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
You say take a Richard, not take a Raphael. What?
Raphael. That takes way
Raphael.
longer to say. Like,
It's
take a
Raphael.
Richard.
By the time you say Raphael,
It's
you're
already
past the
done,
turn. Like, jeez, get it right,
Get
dude.
it right.
Got some
It's
learning
so
to
funny. Anyway, they contested that the magician's death might have been a carefully planned assassination by members of the spiritualist community.
Mhm.
Spiritualists had a history of poisoning their enemies, and they note that no autopsy was ever performed to confirm that Houdini's death was actually caused by appendicitis.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He was murdered.
He was. If so, and in quotes, if someone were hell bent on poisoning Houdini, it wouldn't have been very difficult.
Mm.
Considerable debate has also focused on J. Gordon Whitehead, the university student who supposedly delivered the potentially fatal gut punch in Houdini's Montreal dressing room. In the 2005 book, The Man Who Killed Houdini, author Don Bell floated a theory that Whitehead may have been in a league with the spiritualists, some of whom had previously threatened to kill Houdini or have him beat up. Bell concluded that there was not enough evidence to connect Whitehead to any kind of criminal plot, but others have argued that he was an enemy agent who stalked Houdini during the magician's time in Montreal. That's it.
Interesting.
So
I think he was definitely murdered, and I definitely could see it being the people that he was trying to get like banned or make fortune telling illegal.
Yep.
They
So
obviously
could I.
would have had a grudge to hold,
Well, I also think like it's very possible that the university student was working with them, but what they did is they poisoned him to make his like system weaker or something, so that when he did punch him, like that punch would
That's
kill
what
him.
it was, yeah.
You know?
And it was a random person, so it was like,
yeah, like all they would have had to do is be like, like Houdini is like invincible if you punch him, like and it sparked the interest in this little university student, and he's like, oh my gosh,
I get what you were saying now. You said that he was working with the spiritual people, or you think that was the conspiracy?
The conspiracy is that he was
working with spiritual
but there's
people,
no
and then-
there's no
proof.
direct proof
Yeah.
that
Well, there's
was
no
true.
proof that he was poisoned either, because they didn't do a effing autopsy.
No, they didn't. They're like, oh yeah, it's appendicitis. That could be really coincidental. Which in my next case, you'll see what I mean. Like, there's like something in there that's coincidental that they found that wasn't caused by what happened.
Yeah,
but
could just be a coincidence that he was having appendicitis.
Yeah, plus medicine was different back then.
Yeah.
That's it. Guys.
Or the poison makes appendicitis happen.
Maybe. I've
Back
never
then
heard
they probably
of one doing that.
Well,
but
back then
maybe.
they probably didn't even know like what it was, like how to stop appendicitis from happening. So they're probably like, that would kill him, and the
Maybe.
poison causes appendicitis, which kills him.
Interesting.
But if they didn't do a biopsy, there's no way to tell if there was any poison in his body.
no, there's
So,
not. So
And we'll never know.
we'll never know.
unless they listen to this podcast and then they decide to exhume him.
Yeah. Which probably won't happen because he's probably a bag of bones now.
Yeah, no
So,
DNA for
He's
him.
dust.
Yep.
Yeah, so no seeing if there's poison
From
for
dust
him.
you shall return.
From dust you came, and
From
from
dust you shall return.
Dust in the wind.
Thanks for listening, guys. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us grow. If you have any story suggestions, please send them to ourlifeisaveragepod@gmail.com. We'd love to dig into your ideas.